Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. We get together here on Wednesday evenings and talk vintage radios. Most of us are on vacuum tube rigs. There's a lot of hybrids come by. And folks come by on modern radios. If you're interested in what you're doing, then that's just perfectly good. We are always welcome here. Buy-sell trades are invited if they are boat anchor related, and this is a good place to ask a technical question about a radio you're working on. Like I am on TXW's Collins transmitter that I can't seem to get the voltage down where it doesn't melt resistors, but we're still working on this. Anyway, let me talk about the station I'm on here tonight, and then we'll pick up some people, then we'll pass it around, let some other people take some check-ins. I like to ask first, anybody need this frequency for any kind of emergency use? We'll take a standby. All right, I don't hear it. So, let me talk about the year 1952 for just a minute here. In that year, there was a woman named Edna Ferber who wrote a book, wrote a story, and she named it Giant. That was a story about the early days of the oil boom in Texas, and a lot of people liked her story. And some folks got together and made it into a movie. Rock Hudson, Elizabeth Taylor, and James Dean. They got that movie Giant out in the year 1956. And I think it's one of those movies that it's good to see about every 10 or 20 years. Kind of reminds us who we are, where we are, and where we came from. But about James Dean, he was nominated for an Academy Award for his role in that movie. However, he didn't live to see the movie or his nomination because he died in the car wreck in 1955. But I think it was his best movie. The other thing that was happening in 1952 was Wes Shum, W9DYV, built the Central Electronics 10A, the first phasing type exciter, and it was the design that proved that single sideband could be used on the amateur frequencies with success and that anybody could do it. So this 10A that I'm on is 67 years old, and I'm going to call the net with it here tonight. Let me pick up a few people here. The first person I heard, Dan, are you still out there somewhere? I'm going to pick up WOZ, DR, WOF, DK, and DMC first. WOZ, Dan, you still there? K5LYN.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn. This is Dan, KWOZ. I haven't drifted too far down the band or up the band. I'm still here. Band's not in good shape, but everybody out here is sounding really good. We're just talking on the Swan 500 using a Shure 444D and a double two-band bazooka up there about 36 feet. That's it. I got a whole bunch of junk, and I think I'm going to... Not junk, really. I'm going to sell my 520, Kenwood 520S if somebody's looking for a boat anchor, because I picked up something the other day that I think I'm going to use in place of it. Of course, I got plenty of boat anchors here. Anyway, if somebody's interested, you can reach me at K8WOZ on the internet, and the price will be right. That's it from here, Lynn. Thanks very much. K8WOZ.
Great signal, Dan. Swan 500's hard to beat. I've got a 500C myself, used it for years. It'll always do the job. Matt, you still over there somewhere? How about it on Old Potato Road? KK5DR, K5LYN.
Well, good evening, Lynn. This is KK5DR, Matt, Fat Chicken Ranch, Page, Texas, on my Yaesu Fox Tango 102, about 190 watts out to the antenna, which is a double zip at 60 feet off the ground. And the good news today is I got my spare 6146B is made by Siemens, which is excellent tube manufacturer. A lot of people didn't realize they make tubes, but they make a huge number of industrial tubes. Anyway, these had to come from Serbia, so it took a month to get here, but they're about half the price I would have paid for a good set from the stateside here. So we got them in today. Anyway, back to you, Lynn, and you're sounding good over here, nice and strong, and as far as I can tell, you're right on the money. KK5DR.
All right, thanks for the report, Matt. Are you talking about Siemens, the modern company?
Yeah, Siemens.
Okay, yeah, they're a well-known company who apparently has done a lot of nice work. You're sounding great, Matt. Thanks for the report. I failed to say that I'm actually transceiving with this radio that came out before transceive had been invented. I built an adapter that allows me to use the output of a Drake R4 receiver, which is what I'm receiving on, to be the exciter for this transmitter. It's a lot of fun that way. All right, moving on. K5WF. Dale, you back? All right. He will be back later, I reckon. How about W5DK? What do you say, Don?
Well, good evening, Lynn, everybody on the net. W5DK, name's Don, Delta Oscar, November. I'm in Spring Branch, Bulverde, Comal County, just north of San Antonio. We had a good shower today, 2 inches, came down all at one time and ran and filled up my little pond, and the fish were going out the spillway, so it was quite a day. Here, station here is the TR4 from Drake. I'm using a D104, and that's dumping into the L4 amp, and double extended ZEP, 65 feet or so. Everybody sounds good, and enjoying everybody checking in. Looking forward to hearing everybody. The rest of it. Back to you, Lynn, W5DK.
Sounding great, Don. While I'm thinking about it, having looked at the picture of your shack on the website, if you all send a little 1 or 2 sentence description of your station with a picture of it, Matt will post it on the website, where he also posts the recordings of our net most of the time, when he can, and we really appreciate it. I listen to it beginning to end every time. All right. Hey, Doug, DMC, how about it? You still over there somewhere? K5LYN.
Yeah, hey, hello there, Lynn, and then everybody on the Boat Anchors Net, the finest hour in amateur radio your scheduled week. Well, made it through another line of storms. Oh, boy. The creek's rising. You had a half a day and lots of luck getting to the grocery store. Hi. But in any event, it's Antenna Shangri-La out here. Talking on tonight an Electro Voice 638 plugged into the front of a beautiful Swan 500 going out through a Drake L4 Bravo, running the 23500Zs, and the antenna is a horizontal V. It's basically just a dipole with the ends brought together 60 degrees apart, and it's perfectly matched 50 ohm load, no transformers, nothing. Straight up with the coax. Little ladder line in between, about 5 feet. You can get creative with some PVC pipe. But in any event, just enjoying all the fine sounds of the Boat Anchors, and so that's the quick rundown over here in East Bryan. So K5LYN and the net. This is N5 Doug's modulated carrier, as I say on AM. Whoops! What did I just do?
Do you put the Swan on AM, or you run something else on AM, Doug?
I have a Valiant 2, and I'm actually having some modulation problems with it. I haven't had a chance to dig into it other than what I've done so far, so that's another project on the back burner.
Oh, okay. Well, you can put the Swan on AM, of course, but you keep it down to about 25 watts, single sideband with carrier. But it will do it. I've done it many times. You're the second Swan 500 we've had, and I have the 500C here, which I've used on the net many times. Anything else for the net, Doug?
No, that's it. Yeah, who knows? I have put it on AM, but thanks for the upper power warning. I think I may have exceeded that. Thanks, Lynn.
Yeah, don't. Not worth it. All right. How about, let me talk to my neighbor, TXW. I want to tell him something about our radio, and then we'll talk to CXG Bob. TXW, George, you still there?
I am here. Hello, Lynn, and all around the net. Happy to be here for the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. I'm on a right spot, so I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll keep it short. Back to you, Lynn. Over.
I got your 32S1 working just fine, but there's 2 resistors still running too hot, and I can't figure out why. And the voltage is too high, and I can't figure out why that is either, but I'm still working on it. We're in the ballpark, but we just haven't nailed it down yet. All right, George, anything else for the net this evening?
Okay, I'll send you an email Friday about breakfast on Saturday. I assume that's a go. And just one question, and you know I'm not as good with you are with this stuff, but Could this possibly have anything to do with the fact that we're not getting 110 volts, we're probably getting 120 or 125 out of the wall?
Yeah, but I've done things to compensate for that, and it's still wrong. No, you're theoretically correct, but I still haven't fixed it, even knowing that. Over.
All right, well, we'll talk about it. See if you can break it again. Break it for good, and then it might be fixable. I shouldn't say that. All right, WB5TXW. And by the way, it's been a couple of great weeks for dodging raindrops and wearing the high water pants. WB5TXW back to net.
Okay, George, I'll be in touch. And yeah, I'm up for breakfast. Anybody else wants to join? It's 8 o'clock, El Nuevo, Mexico, Austin. K56G, tell us about it, Bob.
We'll do that. K56G in San Angelo. We had a good rain here. Real good rain, as a matter of fact, and got the ground all wet. Sun came out, and pretty much things are going back to dry again. But we needed it, and was supposed to make a flying trip to Georgetown this morning, and I canceled it because we would have got on the road and hit the rain all the way down there pretty much, and so I canceled it. We'll make it some other day. Other than that, that's about it. Hope everybody does good, has a good week, and a lot of fine sounding radios, particularly the Swans. They're sounding real good tonight. Glad to hear them. Always wanted a Swan 350, never found one that was really good, so I never bought one, but I always wanted a Swan for some reason. Had a 240 one time, had a lot of fun with it. And I had another 240 that actually had a 516 F2 behind it, and that was a strange deal, but it worked. Anyway, everybody have a good week. Catch y'all later, K560.
Good to hear you, Bob. All right, I'm going to pick up WB5RON, and then I'm going to pick up KE5Q, Jim. Then I'm going to give it to Jay, I guess, and that'll leave maybe WJ5MS and KL7CD and others. So, WB5RON. Hey, Ron, did that weather come through your area? How about it, K5LYN? Okay, we missed Ron. How about KE5Q, Jim?
Yeah, K5LYN in the net. This is Kilo Echo 5 Quebec, Jim in Plano, and I'm operating remote tonight, so I'm not on the old boat anchors tonight, but we are operating remote with the Kenwood TS2000 going into a boat anchor, the Clipperton L with the 4572Bs, and that's going into the Ultimax 8040. So we're going to head down your way, Lynn, on Friday, down to my son's house there in Barton Hills for Mother's Day weekend. So we'll be down there Friday through Monday. And but anyway, good to hear everybody on the net. Appreciate you calling. It's K5LYN, KE5Q remote.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, if you got any time on your hands, send me an email. We might cross paths sometime while you're around here. I'll be in and out and scattered, but there's always time for friends. Good to hear you, Jim. Okay, Jim, let me see. Let me pass this on to Jay here. I promised I'd give it to him. What do you say, Jay? KM5QS, K5LYN.
Whoops. It's two switches. Never mind. I think I might have a clue as to what's going on with Mike. Mike, KL7CD, talk to me for a minute.
Okay, Jay. Well, I'd appreciate it if you got any suggestions. You know, I like I say, the big difference was when I changed out the filter board from a parts rig, and I left everything else the same. I tried a couple, 3 boards and made no difference, so I put them back in one at a time so that when I saw a difference, I could isolate it to a particular board. And when I got to this one, the filter board, it made a big change in the audio as it sounded on monitor through my headphones. Now, I don't know what it sounds like on the other end. And last week's net recording, which was on like YouTube, but it wasn't on the website, it did sound a lot better to me. But I'm using a Yaesu hand mic. I've tried 2 other mics, and both of them sounded worse, the MC50 and than a Shure 522. The 522 had much better output than the MC50, but it sounded really muffled to me in my headphones. So that's it. How's that sound? Go ahead, Jay.
Well, you're on double sideband. You're exactly the same on upper side as you are on lower side. So I think your filter board is still screwed up.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody asked me earlier if I was on AM. So I got two bad filter boards.
I think that's what your problem is. I believe that's probably, the microphones are probably not making you sound bad, but whatever it would do to get your frequency shift screwed up to where it's just broadband as heck. It's exactly the same signal and sound on upper side as it is on lower side. So it's like if you were on double sideband or AM, but not really like AM. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I got to study the manual a little bit and see what board affects that. Sideband suppression. But makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I just got. My wife needs me to do something, so I'm going to have to. Jim, if you're still out there, why don't you take my place for a little bit? KM5 QS to KB5 VIV. No, maybe not. Well, Lynn, you want to pass it to Rusty?
I can hear you, Jay.
Oh, okay, Rusty, go ahead. I got to go. I'll be back.
Okay, Jay, and we'll give it back to you in a minute. All right, this is WK5R, and as I said, you were listening to the Wednesday night Bow Anchors Unlimited net. I am also on a Yaesu FT102. I am using the Audio-Technica microphone. I am not going through the Behringer tonight. I think I found out what my problem is where the RF's coming from. And I got to remedy that, but I hadn't had a chance to do it yet. And we are driving the Homebrew GS35B amplifier at almost legal limit there. Oops, I think I just saw legal limit come peaks there. But anyway, we got probably today we've probably got somewhere between 6 and 8 inches of rain. We had to reroute a lot of our bus routes. We had a lot of roads we couldn't go down. It kind of got flooded up here. Anyway, and I will say to Dan, I think I sold you that squad a little bit too cheap as quickly as you got it up and going. Anyway, with that said, I don't have a list here, so I'll just throw it out for check-ins. Anybody for the Bow Anchors Unlimited net come now?
K5 Echo Foxtrot. Kilo Charlie 5 November Papa Charlie.
Whiskey Juliet 5 Mike Sierra. W5X. Okay, I got 4 there. The rest of you hold off and I'll catch you on the next round there. KB0, you said, go ahead, Perry.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if I got in with the other guys or not. Anyway, this is Perry up here in Greenfield, Missouri. This evening we've got the TR4 Drake running and the RV4 remote VFO. I'm working off the VFO. And we're driving that into our SP220 amplifier here this evening. So that's kind of the story here. An old Drake, the tubes finals are a little weak in it, which is okay. That way I can drive an amplifier without overdriving the amplifier and having weak tubes in it. Anyway, that's kind of the story here. Hearing signals pretty good this evening. A lot of static, but everybody's getting on the top of it. Lots of good signals, good old boat anchors out there. Thanks for getting me in, and I'll be riding along. KBW, that.
Okay, Perry. The Drake TR4 sounds good.
Good clean signal and loud. So it sounds good there. Okay. K5EF. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Rusty, how you doing? This is K5EF, copying you great tonight. About 20 over 9 over here, but a lot of static crashes. Running the Central Electronics 100V, driving a Central Electronics 600L, a receiver's a Drake R4, B104 microphone, so that's the setup over here. But I'm going to keep it short because there are a lot of static crashes, guys.
Roger, Roger. Well, whatever you're running there is sounding great there. I mean, the 100V is sounding great there, Nick. Anything else for the net?
Well, yeah, you guys can check on the Central Electronics website. We're starting to post the different forums that are going to be at the symposium in July. Rob Sherwood, if you're familiar with him, he's the fellow that does all of the tests on different radios in terms of receiver performance. He's going to be giving a couple of seminars, forums, one on receiver performance and how to improve your receivers, and then also a short talk on 630 meters. And then we have a number of other different forums already listed, probably close to, currently the total's right at about 13. So, in any event, it's getting to be pretty crowded, guys.
Roger, Roger. Well, you heard it. As loud as Nicky as everybody probably heard it. Be a lot of good info and stuff going on down there at that deal. And if I had the money, I'd come down and visit with you guys, too, because I got a cousin that lives not very far from there up in Denham Springs there, just south of Baton Rouge there. You're turning on 12 to head towards New Orleans. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, Nick, and I'll move on here. Okay, there was a station, I believe, ending in Papa. I forgot the suffix. If you're there, go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 5 November Papa Charlie.
That's the one. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Kilo Charlie 5 November Papa Charlie. This is Hubert in San Angelo. I'm on the TS-830 with a Trio MC50. Right straight out to an off-center fed dipole, 160 version. And that's all we got going here. Everybody's sounding good out in West Texas. We got a little rain with a little hail. No wind, no high wind, but we had quite a lightning display. It was almost constant lightning in that storm that came through last night, and early twice it actually came. We had two big rolls of it, but anyway, no wind damage or anything else. KC5 NPC. Back to you there, Rusty.
Okay, Hubert, the old 830 sounded fine. And was there somebody else that coming in with a comment? I guess not. Okay. Yeah, the 830 sounded fine there, Hubert, and they didn't get no damage out that way. Okay. I believe. Oh, good grief! I can't. Oh, far away, Jim. Go ahead.
Hey, Rusty, you can't write your reading. WJ5MS, Florida, Texas, on a TR4, Drake imitation Swan radio with two long wings like they got, and D104 on the front over here, and putting all that into a FB220 heat kit. Looks like we'll get play and drive out of that. Maybe we have to turn the Drake down a little bit. But anyway, put that out there, 135 feet of wire, Rusty, and let it drag to the ground there about 20 feet, and seems to make it as far as Austin anyway. That's about the size of it. Everybody enjoy the rain they're getting. I haven't got any in a week. WK5MS.
Okay, Jim, sorry I drew a blank there, and I could remember the letter, but I couldn't remember the order. Sorry, your call. Anyway, the Drake is sounding fine. It's making it as far as northeast Texas anyway. Okay. I got those 4. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Oops, I got a double or a triple. I didn't get that. Now slow down just a little bit and try it again.
WB5, RON, Ron.
Okay, I heard a station with Foxtrot in it. Go ahead. There was a station out there with Foxtrot in the suffix. Go ahead. Well, did I hear you here?
Yeah, this is Ron, WB5, RON.
Okay, go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, I'm on a D104 microphone, Antler Swan 500 CX, and this barefoot, doing about 325 out, and that's about it, half of the copy.
Sounds all right. It's got a little bit of fuzz on it, but that could be in the band. I'm not sure. Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. If you hear something, just let me know it's not right.
Oh, I won't do that. You know that. Well, we got some QSB going on there, so it's kind of hard to tell. Over.
Right. Does anyone else has got a better copy on me?
I guess not. I think it's all right there, Ron. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. We've been having a lot of rain also. And hello to everyone on the net. Ron said that.
Okay. Anything else for the net, Ron?
No, that's about it.
Roger. Okay, there was another station here. Somebody said it was David. Is that correct? Go ahead.
Yep, that's me. Whiskey 5 X-Ray United, W5XU.
Okay, go ahead, David.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Well, the noise is pretty bad over here. I'm running Drake TS7 to Drake L7 to a dipole up about 60 feet running east. 444. Interesting to note that the symposium that's going to happen in July is starting to fill up with some pretty good talks. Rob Sherwood, that Nick mentioned, is going to be a highlight for me, at least, in one of the talks, because he's going to directly address that very famous and very well-used receiver test data sheet that he has on his website. Anyway, everybody have a good week. I hope to see you again next Wednesday. Take care, W5XU.
Okay, David. The TR7 and the Drake amp are sounding good there. Okay. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilo Charlie 5 Lima.
Okay. KC5L, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Rusty. Tom in San Antonio. And this evening we're running a receiver is a R390A. You're listening to me on a Central Electronics 200B. Microphone is a D104. And we're running barefoot into a ladder line fed wire dipole up about 50 feet. And that's about all we have here. Got a little bit of rain, not as much as up north, but rain is always welcome. Back to the next KC5L.
Okay, yep. The Central Electronics they're running neck and neck with the Swans tonight. They're sounding good there. Okay, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilo 5 ATM.
Okay, there was a Kilo Fox 5 and something with a tango in the suffix. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kilo 5 Lima Tango.
Oh, okay. Kilo 5 Lima Tango. Go ahead.
Good evening. Name on this one is Lyle, Lima Yankee Lima Echo, and checking in tonight. Running the Heathkit gear, running the Heathkit SB101. It used to belong to my father years ago, and running that through a Heathkit SB221 amp, and going out through a Heathkit tuner, out to an extended, double extended zip dipole, running through the cedar trees. That's still actually running through the trees after all the rain that came through this week, and picked up about 2 inches of rain this morning. I think it all came at once, and so that puts us about 5 inches for the week. So got a lot of rain. It's just coming quick and coming fast when we get it. So lots of static crashes, but what I can hear, everybody's sounding great. Back to you, K5LT.
Okay, yeah, the Heathkit station is sounding great there. Great audio, good signal between the crashes there. Okay, Jay, are you back yet? I guess not. I'll take her for one more round, then I'll shoot her back to Lynn then, I guess, and he can, maybe Jay will be back when Lynn gets through there. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
N5BTM.
Okay, Mr. Big Tall Man, go ahead, Ralph.
Yeah, hello, Rusty, and everyone. This is N5BTM, Ralph and Spring. And throw the hat in the ring here with some more Heathkit gear. SB100 transceiver, and that's driving a homebrew GS35B, about 700-800 watts. Trap antenna, and going through an MFJ antenna tuner. So lots of static crashes, but we do have some pretty loud signals on there also. So glad to hear that. Anyway, back to you there, Rusty. WK5R, N5BTM, and the net.
Okay, Ralph, yeah, the Heathkit was sounding fine there. You were just about 10, maybe 15 cycles down the band, but no trouble copying you there. I just rolled down and listened to you, then I rolled back up here. All right. I'll take one more, then I'm going to see if Lynn will take it for a little bit. Excuse me. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Okay, was that a K9 something? Okay, the Portable Zero in Missouri. You're not very strong, but I did get your portable in Missouri. Audio sounds fine. I'm having a little trouble copying through the static crashes. Over. Okay, sounds like you're on a modern radio there, and everything is working for you. What you stumbled across here is the Boat Anchors Unlimited, where everybody is usually on the old glow-in-the-dark radio, the tube types or hybrids. We meet here every Wednesday night at 7:30, usually runs for about an hour. So appreciate you checking in there, and your portable station's working fine there. Go ahead. Say again? What was your question?
He just signed off, I think, Jack. Maybe he's on the relay.
Okay, what did he say, Perry?
I think he just signed off. I think he was portable and trying out a new antenna on his travel trailer. But his last comment was, I think he was just signing off. Over.
Okay, thanks for the relay, Perry. Yeah, it was working, but if he's running barefoot, it's just not a good night to run barefooted. Over.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about amp. I think he was on a 7300 with the antenna on his travel trailer.
That's kind of what I got. Okay, appreciate it, Perry. All right. My foot's slipping off the deal there. K5LYN, WK5R. You want to take her around there, Lynn?
Very nicely done, Rusty. Great signal. And hello to Perry. Perry, we can always hear Perry when we can't hear anybody else from his part of the country. I don't know how he does it, but he does it really well. All right, we had 3 Central Electronic stations tonight. My 10A, Nick was on the 100B and 600L, the no-tune linear amplifier that they built back in the 1950s. And then Tom came by on his 200B. Everybody sounded great tonight. All right, who else for the net? K5LYN calling and listening.
Whiskey 5 Tango Sierra.
W5TS, Scott, is that you?
Roger, Lynn, this is Scott. I've got a boat anchor related item for sale. It's a Johnson matchbox. And my email address is in my QRZ bio, and I'm asking $100, Lynn, over.
Okay, hey, great to hear you. We've been missing you. Everything okay on your end?
Roger, Lynn, I moved a little bit closer in to BK from Spicewood, and I don't have my HC37 up and running yet. I've got in its place a Globe Scout 65A. I may check in on AM one night, over.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun to hear. That's a rare radio. Yeah, I'd like to hear it myself. Sometimes the guys down on, 3890 are doing AM. Do you have a VFO for that Globe Scout?
No, but I'm going to order a crystal. I know a guy that'll make a crystal for me.
That's pretty tricky to do. I would look for a VFO if you can find one. They're not hard to come by, Scott. Well, good to hear you. Now, that matchbox you're trying to sell, is that the big one or the little one, the 275 or the kilowatt matchbox?
It's the little one, Lynn.
Okay. Does it have the SWR bridge built into it or not?
No.
Okay. All right. If anybody's interested in the Johnson Matchbox, Scott's got one. You can look it up on QRZ.com. Good to hear you, Scott. Anything else for the net this evening?
No, Glenn, you're sounding great. Back to you.
All right. Yeah, this is my 10A from 1952 I'm on tonight. Good to hear you. All right. Who else wants to talk boat anchors tonight? This is K5LYN calling and listening. Hey, I hear you, Daryl. How you doing?
Well, couldn't hear me yet, but that's great. Been trying to check in. Propagation's been so bad. Nobody's heard me for 2 weeks. So anyway, just as usual on KWMPA, Western, nothing particular to comment about, just getting checked in. Interesting to have a Globe Scout. I've got a Globe Scout I'm working on. I just can't get to work on it. But, those chassis sure disappear. They weren't aluminum. They were some kind of steel with the metal end. And while I'm having trouble, the chassis is really deteriorating. So anyway, I like a Globe Scout. I want to get one on there. K5LYN, Whiskey Alpha 5, Alpha.
Well, as you know, I've got an AM rig of that vintage that I need to have on the air, the Johnson Viking mobile rig. Where does the time go, Daryl? I don't know where. I can't keep up with it. How are you doing with it?
Oh, it's the same thing. I'm so tied up. I can't get over there to work on the Globe Scout. It's something to watch out on the Globe Scout. Just a choke. A WRL didn't insulate the filter choke on the power supply, and they shot the ground. So look out for the choke, and look out for the transformers. I've got 2 cases with no transformers because they all shut out. So that's why not. But all I need is time. K5LYN, WSFA all over.
I know. I understand it. All right. Good to hear you. All right. And I've also heard from Andrew. We're going to get down there and visit him one of these days soon. So let's all try to cross paths. Anything else for the net tonight, Daryl? All right. Who else for the net? K5LYN calling and listening.
K5 WOF.
WOF. Mr. Dale, I called you a while ago, but I think you were tied up. How you doing?
Well, hello, Lynn, K5LYN, and the Boat Anchor Unlimited group. Very fine to be on frequency with everyone tonight. I'm enjoying intermittently coming to the shack here had some family matters to take care of. Again, using my Drake twins, the T4 XB and the R4B in transceive mode, and the 43-foot flat top a doublet there, using a Heil GM mic and the Yaesu Musen FL7000 nearly boat anchor amp. Propagation's pretty good. Everybody sounds like they're on frequency of the times up and in the shack here. And you in particular are sounding real good there, Lynn. Good job. Kudos to you. Not much going on around here. The rains and the mud and just ops normal there, Lynn. K5LYN and the Boat Anchor Unlimited group. K5WF.
I was sort of in your neighborhood this past Saturday. Had to go up to Taylor to meet some folks, and I took the 973 route from 290. You're somewhere east or west of that, probably?
Well, if you're heading towards Taylor, I'm off to the right there, and there's a very large farm out there not too far from New Sweden Church, the prominent landmark.
Okay. Yeah, so you're east of 973 then.
Roger.
Yeah, it seemed to me like everybody had corn growing in that area, but I've been through there when that was mostly cotton. They must rotate the crops somehow?
Well, they do, and we got maize, winter wheat, corn, sweet corn, really good sweet corn, and the cotton, as you said there. It's healthy for the land to rotate, and if you're growing corn, it's got to be shredded, and it's got to lay there a while by statute. So it gives the land a little bit of rest there, but it's still holding its own there. And we don't use Roundup and other herbicides and defoliants there. It's just we've taken on a kinder, gentler approach.
Well, that's the most crop-growing area in all of Central Texas, I think, is that strip along there. Keep me posted on when there's some sweet corn available. I sure would like some. My wife is from Ohio, you know, where they have great stuff. Down here, that's hard to get. So see if you can connect me up with some of that sometime.
I'll certainly keep you in mind there, and I know you're just a hop, skip, and a jump over in the Austin area there. Well, greetings all, and I hope you have a nice net there. I'm going to go tuck in the missus as she gets up before the rooster crows. Always fun. 7-3, K5WF.
See you later. All right, who else wants to talk boat anchors tonight? K5LYN calling and listening. Well, we might have covered the territory, or maybe some folks want to talk to somebody besides me. How about it, Jay, KM5QS? You want to take a shot at it? K5LYN.
I was called away, and I could not refuse. But anyway, I'm back tonight. I'm on the Collins. No, I'm not. Dang, I'm all confused now. Yeah, like Rusty a while ago. Now, if I can remember what I'm doing. I'm on the Kenwood 830 using a 444 Shure microphone and a Collins 3001 to a homebrew antenna system, including antenna. And I was going to be on the 599s tonight. I figured out how to run them through an amplifier by taking a Heathkit antenna and using it off of a key on the input of the amplifier to kind of act like a pad, so that what in the hell is going on here? I am not. Well, I got a problem, and I don't know what it is. Can you hear me okay, Lynn?
I'm hearing you. Yeah, you're getting out, Jay. Go ahead.
Yeah, oh, okay. There we go. cotton picking amp wasn't kicking in. I don't know what was going on. Now it went off again. Or maybe it's just me. Lord, I don't know. Something going on here. It's in and out. Okay, anyway. I'll just forget what I was trying to do anyway. Anyone else for the boat anchors tonight? Come now, please.
WV5I.
Go ahead, sir.
It's Dwayne, WV5I up in Munster. We're on the S3 tonight with the 30S1 into an inverted V at 35 feet, and the microphone's at 440.
All right. Well, you're making it down here. I'm sorry for my confusion. I've got stuff going on here. I don't know what. It looks to me like my power levels are going up and down, and I don't know why. It's in the radio. Dang it.
Well, Jay, your signals are about the same up here. It hasn't been going up and down that I can tell.
It's really weird. I'm not sure. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. The amp's good. The radio's working right now, but if sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, you're sounding good, and I guess I've just got gremlins running around in here tonight. I don't know. Some days it don't pay to get up, but anyway, you're sounding good.
All right. Well, you're competing with the static crashes. We've got a storm coming this way up there about Childress, Texas, just north of the Red River.
Ooh, okay. Well, I don't think we're going to have to fool with them tonight, but dang it. Oh, well. Anyway, sounding great. KM5QS.
All right, 73J, WV5.
Oh, what a mess. Folks, I think I'm just done. KM5QS, I gotta check on everything I own.
Sounds like one time you're barefoot and next time you keyed in.
It's in the rig. I don't know what. Mess with the mic. No, that didn't help. You want me to take it again, Jake?
Probably a good idea, Rusty.
Okay. I was thinking to do that because it sounded like Jay's doing it diffusively there. Okay, this is WK5R again. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? We're getting pretty close to wind down time. Come now. Yeah, I didn't hear nothing. Was that you, Jim?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Roger, Roger. All right, one more time. Anybody else out there that wants to talk boat anchors, come now. I don't hear anybody, Lynn. Do you want me to tie the ribbon on it?
Well, let me see if anybody wants to talk to me about anything. Probably not. I think we've covered the territory. Everybody did a great job. A lot of nice signals. Anybody wants to talk to me about anything, speak now. If not, 73s, and I'll listen out. K5LYN.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn, do you have a 40-meter antenna?
Was that you, Nick?
Yeah, right.
Do I have a 40-meter antenna? Actually, I don't. Now, this loop may tune up on 40. It's through the Johnson Matchbox. I've never tried it.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to give you a shot on 40 one time. We talked about that one.
Yeah, let me try that, and I'll get back with you with an email. I've never tried it, so I honestly don't know.
Okay, it sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, you're sounding great. I love the 100V and the 600L. It's doing a great job.
Yeah, I have to say, this thing just works all the time. I never have to do anything to it. I restored it once about, I guess it's almost 15 years ago, and all I do is turn it on.
Well, we had 3 Central Electronics tonight. This is my 10A. I think you know that. So we had fun. Anything else on your end?
No, I'm good. I think we got that phone number problem fixed, so thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, I just caught that quite by accident. Okay, Rusty, why don't you tie her down, and we'll put it on automatic, K5LYN.
Okay, Lynn, K5LYN, WK5R. Jay, was that you back in there?
Yeah. I resorted to my new stuff because the old crap's fixing to go in the dumpster.
Uh-oh, that ain't good news.
No, I'm just talking. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened. The 830 was hanging in there great, and then it started doing something weird. The 599s were going to be on this evening, but just before net time, they quit keying up. So, I don't know. But, Lynn, what I was trying to say before the 830 screwed up, I figured out a way to run the 599s through the amp without overdriving the amp. I put a T on the back of the amplifier on the input, and one side of the T went to the transmitter, the other side went to a Heathkit antenna, and it worked like a hose.
Yeah, I've heard of that, Jay.
And only it didn't work tonight because maybe by next Wednesday I'll have something figured out. But anyway, sorry about the difficulties. It's not the way I usually like to do things.
Well, you know, all these people are running Swan 500s with amplifiers. I just tell them to turn the mic gain down. That works pretty well, too.
Well, yeah, but when you're running a pair of 3CX800s and you've got a Kenwood, turning the mic gain down doesn't save you from voice peaks.
Very good. Rusty, did you want to wind it up?
Yeah, I can do that. I'd like to thank everybody for checking in with us there, and Jay and Lynn and myself do appreciate that, because that you guys checking in. We're going to do this, as Jim down there says. With that, we'll close this edition of the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net and turn this frequency back to amateur. By the way, Lynn, I stole that Swan 500 was mine that I had that I was selling for a parts rig. Dan bought it at Belton. I think I sold it to him too cheap, over.
Well, it certainly sounds fine, you know. Swans are unique radios. They're never. You don't get the feeling that you're working with a fine, precise instrument like you do with Collins, but they talk up a storm.